You see, some of you who don't know Jesus, you are judging me and saying, I can't believe this guy is a preacher. I can't believe he's a pastor. Listen, I'm being extremely transparent and honest with you and saying, I've got areas in my life where God had to save me, where he has to save me, and where he will have to continue to save me. And like I said in the beginning, we've got to get real with areas where our heart has not been right. And that's why we need a doctor, we need a savior who not only changes what we do, but he's able to change why we do what we do. Today, if an opportunity came for me to steal, I know I will not steal, not because I'm a better person. I will not steal because I see how dark and how much death stealing brings. And how do I know that? Because I've seen the light of life, not because I've gone through the darkness of carrying this guilt and shame of being a thief. Last night I was talking to my family and I said I had a serious problem growing up with stealing. I was a kleptomaniac. And I believe it started with not checking the disposition of my heart. And then to hide my guilt, to hide my shame, I began to embrace an identity that wasn't really me. And like how Gehazi is now covered with Naaman's leprosy, I was covered with this curse of being a thief. And even till today, there are times when this identity tries to shame me. But I know that Jesus has taken away my sin. Jesus has forgiven me and has given me a new identity. So I'm able to talk about my failures and say, that's who I was. And that's not who I am today because God has brought me this far and he's healed me and forgiven me enough that I can share with you what I walked through so you can examine your heart and see areas where you are still carrying your leprosy of sin and give it to God. Sure, you cannot go back to the person that you've hurt, but you can go to God. Like David says, against you and you alone have I sinned. And God says, and I will forgive you.